Hey everyone, welcome back to another Behind the Beat video. Today we're going to be looking at my track Driftin', and I'm going to show you start to finish my thought process, the techniques I use, the plugins, the software. I'm going to give it all to you to help you make your productions better. So first up, I've got the project open here, and I started with this road sound from Serum, and it sounds like this with no effects. This is what the piano roll looks like. So I played this in with my MIDI keyboard, which is why the velocities are different. However, it doesn't matter what the velocities are, as you can see in Serum. It doesn't change anything. So it's a very simple sort of melody, and what I added on top of that was halftime. And that's what that looks like, just the standard one, except I changed the loop to half. And then channel EQ just for automation. And so what I did with the roads here, I'll just play this for you. So what I did there is I automated the halftime and the mix. So I just turned it the mix, you can decide how much of the effect you want, which is actually this knob right here. So I just automated that knob. And so, as you can see, the mix starts to go out. And to help support that, I just took out some of the frequency range. So as you can see, the EQ goes down. And then it comes back. And that's basically that sound. That's the main sound of it. And this is the chorus. So I added in a few more sounds. So what I added in was this Serum sound. Sounds like this. So it's like a guitar sort of pick. And I've got this sound playing, a synth. Also from Serum. And the way I did it, the way I play these instruments was that so they complemented each other, so they filled in where the other one didn't, and it was like they were working together. So this is them together. Which sounds really cool how they complement each other. Next was the 808. This was just a sample from Splice. Then a kick. And I layered them together. Then we got the clap. Just on the 2 and 4, just real simple. Hi-hats. Laid that with an open hi-hat. And added in a Zealot chant. And so to fill out this song, this is what the song sounds like now. But I wasn't satisfied with that. I wanted it to feel more thickened out. So I actually put isotope vinyl just on a plain channel strip. I put in a piano, but I didn't play anything. I just had isotope vinyl, the mechanical noise. Had that up and just recorded that and bounced it out so it sounds like this. So I could use that static noise to fill it out, and also this texture. It's almost like a watery texture. So what I did to it was I added nebula to filter it so it only had the mids, and then I put gain on it, and so they just add a nice, subtle effect. I have this texture playing through the choruses and the vinyl playing through the whole thing. So this is what it sounds like. The idea is these aren't noticeable, but they fill it out. Now, as you can hear, if you're wearing headphones, the guitar pluck, it sounds like the other sounds are spread out, but the guitar pluck is stuck in the middle. But I didn't want to change how many voices there were, and I wanted to spread it out because it doesn't really sound nice how everything's spread out and then that's just in the middle, and it is a little syncopated. So in the mixing phase I fixed that, so I'm going to show you how I did that. And what was really cool about this beat was I added a little spin down effect. So what I did was bounced out one of these tracks, one of these bars of the Rhodes, and I got the fade tool and just added a little fade out here, and I changed the fade out, I changed that to slow down. Now this is a really cool effect that I only just recently discovered in Logic, and it gives it this effect. Which is just so cool. Like, I've just fallen in love with this sound, and I use it at the end as well. Hold on. So a really cool effect. So that's basically how I made the beat. I wanted to keep it super simple, which is obviously what I did, as you can see. And so next up, I'm going to show you the mixing phase. Close that. Now, mixing is imperative for your production. You need to mix, not just to get the levels right, but to add all the effects needed so that the whole song gels together really nicely. So once I got all the levels right, you can hear it. Sounds super nice. Added in EQs to cut out the frequencies I don't need. And I did an EQing technique with the kick and bass. I liked this frequency in the kick, so I boosted that a little. I took the same frequency away from the 808, which made them sit nicer together. Then I added some compression to the 808 to make that stand out a little. And then I put sidechain in. So I sidechained that with the kick. So every time the kick hits, the 808 drops a bit in volume. So there you go. And so that makes it make the kick stand out a lot more. Over here I've got some parallel compression, and that is bar 7, and as you can see on all the main drums I added parallel compression because I wanted them to hit hard. So as you can see, I've got a level meter on the stereo output, and I'm not letting anything go over -6. So I have leeway for the mastering phase. Now the pluck, I added a lot of effects on the guitar pluck. Let me solo that out for you guys. So this is what it did sound like. So of course I EQ'd it to get rid of the unnecessary frequencies. I added Oracle, which is a reverb plugin. Just added in a little bit of reverb. I put up the spread, made it a bit wider there. And then I added in saturation. And this is another stereo widening tool. So as you can see, it just helps it make it a bit wider. And I added in chorus to soften it up and make it even wider. So as you can hear, it's gone from a mono sound that was cutting through in the middle that didn't sit well with these other sounds, as you can hear. It didn't fit together with them, and with all these effects, it now does. And I've also added some extra reverb. This is a normal reverb bus. I've sent a bit to that. See how it fits much nicer with the mix. So that's the aim of mixing. You want to make it all sit nice together. And so once I've done that, the next stage was mastering. I'll just mute my tag. So what I've done, I've got Ozone 9 elements, and I've used the Master Assistant. I've taken the threshold down. The imager, I made it quite wide because I still felt like the majority of the sound was mono, so I widened that out. And I put an equalizer, took out some of the lows and boosted some of the highs. And this is what the song sounds like. As you can see, it's very wide. I'll take that out for a second. It's in the middle, and I put it on. And it just softens everything, thickens it out. I love this effect, like, it's just so nice. Makes your mix so much nicer. And that's how I made Driftin. I hope you enjoyed this, hope it helped you. Make sure you leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.